You're listening to Puma Podcast.
Hi, I'm Franco Luna, Puma Podcast, and you're listening to Teka Teka News. This is a rerun of an episode that aired in early July. You're about to hear from Mandy, a regular hardworking Filipino just like you and me, who fell victim to the nightmare scenario of clicking on a scam. 3 months after we shared her story, Mandy said that she still has yet to hear back from the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group, and she's still seeking resolution from the ordeal you're about to hear. In this episode,
history will tell us that the scammers are also evolving. Every time na gumagawa tayo ng hakbang para sila ay masawata, nagiging creative din sila.
Congratulations, you've been selected. All you need to do is complete a few easy tasks and you get paid. We've all gotten these texts, but we all always think, hindi niyo ako maluloko. Delete. Mandy certainly thought the same thing. She's a college grad, a middle-class mother of 2. She works in communications and marketing. In other words, she's just like you and me. And despite all her knowledge, caution, and experience, her own confidence na hindi siya maluloko, she got dragged down the very rabbit hole she too thought would never get her. We're not using her real name. We're also altering her voice to protect her identity. But this is a true story. Mandy showed us, and spoiler alert, the police, all the recibos. This is what happens when you click those links.
I didn't get a text from any of them. I was actually the one who sought for them because I was browsing the net. I was looking for a remote job that could help me pay the bills. Nakita ko tong website na to. Ang description nila sa sarili nila is they're a global e-commerce company with big e-commerce partners like Lazada, Shopee, eBay. Sabi ko, mukhang reputable company naman to. So I clicked on the link. And there, binasa ko yung mga nakalagay. Mukhang, parang sa tingin ko, parang legit naman siya. And they also presented mga certificates nila.
She signed up on the website and was quickly and easily enough soon chatting with one of its representatives.
Yung una, kasi sabi nila walang fee, no? But then, when they explained na the mechanics, they have you registered? So, sabi ko, tapos na ako mag-register. So, okay, to activate your account, you have to pay 120 pesos. Sabing ganon. But don't worry because you will get back your money after registering and then we've verified your account, you will be able to get back your money. Since 120 pesos lang naman, parang it's just a small amount, so hindi masyadong masakit sa dibdib. So sabi ko, sige, 100 pesos, 120 pesos.
Once in, she was told she was immediately qualified to take on tasks.
So you just have to stay on the site for 3 to 5 minutes. So that's the task, no? And then after 3 to 5 minutes, you will earn your commission. For every 500 pesos, you will earn at least 100. Now, nagpadala sila sa akin ng isang table. Dun sa table na yon, makikita mo yung mga amount na dapat mong i-top up for you to be able to work on the task. Tapos yung mga commission with respect to that particular task. For every 500, meron kang makukuhang 100 pesos na commission. So, may level yung bawat task. First level is 500, second level is 1,500, third, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, and so on. Tapos pinapili niya ako kung anong task yung gagawin ko. So sabi ko, sige, dito na lang ako sa task 5. Task 5 is worth 5,000 pesos yata. Tapos sabi niya, okay, since you chose task 5, you will have to deposit or top up 5,000 pesos. Sabi ko, wala akong 5,000 pesos. Sige, doon na lang muna ako sa task 1. Task 1 is 500 pesos. Binigyan niya ako ng task for task 1. She sent me a link na kailangan kong i-browse for 3 to 5 minutes. So sabi niya, you have to stay on that link for 3 to 5 minutes and after that, you will get your commission already. Tinignan ko na yung link. I stayed there for 5 minutes and then after 5 minutes, nag-message ulit siya. Check your commission if it already came through. So pagtingin ko dun sa platform nila, ayun, pumasok na nga doon yung commission. So yung 500 na nilagay ko, naging 600 siya. Sabi niya, okay, you may now withdraw your money. Ginawa ko ulit yung step na yun, nag-withdraw na ako doon sa kanila. Tapos pumasok din naman siya agad sa GCash ko. So sabi niya, okay, were you able to get your money now? Sabi ko, yeah, I'm done. Sabi ko, okay, now I'm ready for task 2. So, sabi ko, is it possible for me to choose the same task? So, kasi gusto ko 500 lang sana. Para, yun nga, kasi ang mamahal na nung mga susunod na top up eh. Sabi niya ganun sa akin, ay hindi pwede kasi dapat hindi ka magle-level up kung parehong task yung gagawin mo. Since naka-receive ko naman yung first 2 commissions, so sabi ko parang siguro okay naman to.
Mandy by this time was chatting with the company representative over WhatsApp. Chatting as in over text, not voice calls.
They were speaking to me in English but broken English. Sometimes it's really hard for me to understand what they are saying. So there was a point in the conversation na tinanong ko siya. Sabi ko, are you Filipino? Because if you are, can we just speak in Tagalog? Hindi daw sila allowed to speak in Tagalog. Sabi ko, why? Is this conversation being monitored? Sabi niya, yes. She didn't confirm kung Pilipino nga siya, pero feeling ko kung hindi siya Pilipino, baka Chinese siya. Although dun sa picture na sa profile niya, mukha siyang Pinay, pero now I doubt kung totoong picture and name niya yung nakalagay doon. Julie Marie. So, yun, no? Nandun ako sa second task. Yung second task kasi was worth 1,000 pesos. So, since nakuha ko naman yung pera ko from the first task, parang sige, tuloy na natin to. Binigyan niya ulit ako ng link. 1,500 pala yung task 2. So, pinuntahan ko yon and then I stayed there for 5 minutes and then after which, nag-register na doon sa platform yung sa account ko yung complete with commission. So, it became 1,800. Yung 1,500 naging 1,800 siya. Tapos sabi niya, sige, withdraw mo na yung pera mo. So, winidraw ko ulit. Nakuha ko naman yung 1,800. Ngayon, eto na. Wala pang isang oras yun kasi ang bilis-bilis lang eh. Yung third task was worth 3,000 pesos. Now, dahil nga nakukuha ko yung pera, immediately, nag-top up ako agad ng 3,000 pesos. Tapos, eto may clincher pala. Etong task 3 pala na ito, this is a double task. So, I asked, what do you mean by a double task? So, hindi niya sinagot yung tanong ko. Ang sabi niya lang, immediately after my question, you have to take a screenshot of the link that I sent you and stay there for 3 to 5 minutes. Ibig pala niyan sabihin dun sa double task na yon is, it's a series of tasks within a task. So it's not just one task. And that task, you will have to complete everything, no? From start to finish because hindi ka pwedeng mag-bail out in the middle of it. Because bailing out would mean surrendering your money to the platform. So yun, doon ako. Oh my God, 3,000 pesos. So, tsaka yung task 3 na yon, nilipat niya ako sa another GC na eto meron ng people like me, supposedly, na naghahanap din ng side hustle. 3 tao na kunwari katulad ko, pero now I'm thinking na ako lang talaga yung binibiktima nila doon na all of them are part of the scheme parang when I revisit the conversation, no, kasi parang very scripted yung ano nila. Merong nagsasabi doon na, ano to investment to so talagang kailangan mo mag-invest, wala namang madali pag nag-i-invest ka. Meron din doon nagsasabi na, bakit kailangan ng ganito? Wala na akong pera, magta-top up pa. Wait lang, maghahanap ako ng funds to top up. May mga ganon.
On reflection, Mandy says that by this point, she was propped up by three things. First, the relatively painless and low-fee entry. Second, the actual payouts she had gotten from her first 2 easy tasks. And now 3, finding herself in a group, kahit virtual group chat lang, of seemingly like-minded, similarly situated people. She was not alone.
There were 5 of us in the group. So myself, the 3 other people like me, supposedly, and then the person I was speaking with, yung manager yung tawag nila doon. Doon niya lang sinabi na series of tasks yon na hindi kami pwedeng umalis, nakapaglagay na ako ng 3,000. Long and short of it, hindi ko natapos yung task on the same day and kasi you have to complete the task in an hour's time. It's still viewing the link that they send pero iba-iba na yung pera na ipapadala mo. So after the 3,000, 6,000 yung susunod. And then 18,000, 30,000.
With every step, Mandy was dismayed but couldn't let go. She had to get to the end of these subtasks to complete the entire third task and get promised a payout at this level. But by this time, she could no longer front the 30,000 needed for the final subtask.
I'm really sorry, I don't have the funds. Now, if you can help me with it, sinabi ko pa nga dun sa isa, nagtanong pa ako na, since makukuha naman yung funds, baka naman pwedeng ipahiram mo muna ako. Sabi naman nung isa, hindi pwede, hindi pumayag yung asawa ko or something. Wala na talaga ako, hanggang dyan na lang yung kaya kong ibigay. Sabi, sige maghanap ka ng paraan. I will talk to the client, to the merchant, na i-extend yung deadline for this. Umabot na yun, mga 8 o'clock na ng gabi. So nakahanap na ako ng pera. But the problem is, yun nga, hindi na ako makatransfer kasi umabot na ako dun sa cap. So sinabi ko sa kanya yun, I already have the money but I won't be able to transfer it because GCash has a cap limit for transferring money. Tapos sabi niya, okay, sige, di mag-resume tayo bukas. You were not able to complete your task on time. So masyado daw akong late kasi nga inabot na ako ng kinabukasan. So sabi mo dun sa merchant, and-extend ninyo yung time, di ba? Sabi niya, your account has been locked out. So you will have to reactivate your account again to be able to get your money. Sabi ko, what? And how do I do that? So sabi niya, you have to top up this amount. So sabi ko, are you serious? Kasi I will have to top up the entire amount.
By this time, Mandy says she now had 57,000 pesos held up in the company. All this in the span of a few hours. We'll pause here, but when we return, we'll pick it up again from day 2. Mandy was told from the previous day that they could make a consideration for her and that her account could hold until the next morning. Surprise! The next morning they just went back to the previous day's message. She had failed to complete task 3 and they could not release the 57,000 pesos under her name. Not until she tops up the 57,000 pesos with a matching 57,000 pesos. And Mandy once again did just that.
Ang tagal kong nakikipag-negotiate sa kanila about that until wala na akong choice kasi gusto ko na lang kuhanin yung pera. Yun, umabot na ng alas 11 ng gabi, nasa labas pa ako ng bahay because kailangan kong mag-cash advance ulit sa credit card ko to be able to give them the money that they want me to top up. And then after that, wala rin. Hindi ko rin siya makuha kasi ang reason naman nila now is sobrang laki na daw ng pera ko doon sa platform. Hindi daw siya equivalent doon sa level na nandoon ako ngayon. Kasi nasa level 1 pa lang daw ako. Yung pera ko daw is pang level 2 na. So, hindi ko siya makukuha. Tapos sabi ko, oh, so, what are you telling me now? What do you want me to do? Kailangan ko daw mag-level up. Sabi ko, and what does leveling up mean? I have to top up 100,000 pesos. Imagine? So parang doon na ako binuhusan ng malamig na tubig. Sabi ko, okay, this is it. So I've really lost this money to scammers.
Sa simula, sabi nga ni Mandy, di naman masakit sa dibdib kahit maloko siya ng 100 pesos. But by the time she made one final top-up, Mandy had lost 114,000 pesos. And it wasn't just the money that crushed her.
Immediately after noon, talagang hindi ako makakain, hindi ako makatulog, hindi ako makausap ng maayos. Every time I attempt to sleep, para na akong naghahalucinate kung ano-ano na yung nakikita ko.
As if scratching at wounds, Mandy couldn't help but to relive every step, every moment by back-reading on the message threads. And then she realized that at least those same painful threads also were the only thing that could give her some direction in the aftermath of 2 harrowing days.
Pinuntahan ko, binalikan ko lahat ng conversation, tapos yun nga, ni-screenshot ko silang lahat para pagka kinailangan kong pumunta sa police, meron na ako agad daladalang evidence.
Mandy says she knows and understands what you're all thinking right now as you listen to her story. She thought that way once too. Ako, hindi ako maluloko. Not that it will happen to you, but Mandy is proof that it happened to Mandy.
If nagkaroon kayo ng gut feel na hindi tama ang ginagawa ninyo, sundin nyo yon. Because I didn't. Ang masasabi ko lang is kung maka-encounter kayo ng ganito and then if you think na it's too good to be true, listen to your gut para maiwasan na yung ganitong mabiktima kayo na nagkatulad na nangyari sa akin. Kasi otherwise, it's like giving the fraudsters permission to mess with your head dahil ang hirap pa-explain na kahit na through text lang, kaya nilang i-manipulate yung utak mo. Parang safe na safe ako yung feeling ko kasi I don't click on links na hindi ako sure. Tapos I don't answer calls na hindi naka-register sa phone ko. And then my phone has this function na spam messages would automatically go to a certain folder na hindi ko na kailangan buksan. My passwords, I change them every now and then. So sabi ko, ganun na nga yung ginagawa ko. Pero nangyari sa akin to. Parang charge it to experience na lang. Although masyadong masakit, no? It's really a hard pill to swallow.
Near midnight, less than 48 hours from when this whole ordeal started, Mandy went to Camp Karingal to file her complaint. She was led to the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group.
So, inabot na ako na mag-aalas 12 na ng gabi yun nung pagdating ko sa Camp Karingal And then yun, in-entertain nila ako. And surprisingly, ang dami pala talagang mga nabibiktima ng mga scammers. Siguro there were 5 people filing for the same incident na fraud, ganyan, or scam. Ako na yung pang-5 na nandun na i-entertainin ng investigator. Pare-pareho sila task-based. So ang dami doon mga katulad ko naging biktima.
Mandy says the only thing different with her case was that she actively looked for an online racket. All the other people she saw in line at the PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group, they clicked on one of those links with easy money promises sent over text. The same ones you get on your phones and apps. All of them were lured by easy money promises. And then everybody was trapped by the same scheme of tasks and top-ups that never end. Mandy says there was nothing uniform or different with how all the other victims looked. Basically, they all just looked like her. Typical decent working people. The police told her they come at all hours of the day.
Past midnight na yun. Kasi by the time I was talking with the investigator, that was around 5 minutes before 12. Oo, may mga sumunod pa sa akin. Nung umalis ako, may 2 pa.
And that was today's episode of Teka Teka News.
Ako po si Franco Luna, Puma Podcast. This story was written by me with editing by Robbie Alampay. Production by Pidoy Blanco. Our executive producer is Jill Caro, and our senior news editor is Veronica Uy. If you appreciate this episode, please share it with a friend. Don't forget to follow Teka Teka News and Puma Podcast on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube. Maraming salamat po.